maintain that you always look around, you listen and bring issues that is not common on other platforms. From Monday to Sunday, I'm on different platforms, but whenever I get this invitation to appear on your platform, then I know it's time to go deeper, reason, do research and all that. So when I heard your conversation on what is going on in Africa, basically coming from Togo, you see, I will start by saying that Africa as a continent, our main problem is our colonial masters. But before someone from outside can have a hold on you and whatever you do, whatever you say, how you act and all that, it means you have allowed the person to have his way. So we have not been able to have the African way of leading ourselves into that future that we all desire, that prosperous future, a future that we will be so developed and be self-sufficient in every way. Our economies are in the hands of the foreigner. Everything, our development, our health, every sector we have given to the foreigner. Today, most African countries, if these so-called donor communities do not give us money, our budget, even our own budget for the year, we cannot finance it.
Holding elections in some countries.
Our elections, during times of elections, we need the foreigner to give us money to run election. And whoever contributes to your development has a say. So they are giving us money for elections. Behind the scenes, they know who they want to lead you. And they will always go for someone who will be lenient and give them the way to have your natural resources. That is how come for so many years, our natural resources, we still export in its raw state. If you make an attempt to industrialize, the white man or the foreigner knows that you are blocking their source of raw material. They will overthrow you. They will instigate your own people against you. Now, many are our troubles. Now, the democracy that we practice, we have taken everything from the foreign land. And we don't seem to even merge our traditional way of leading ourselves. Before the white man came, we had our kings, our chiefs. Before religion came, we had our traditionalists. Now religion came, we have Islam, we have Christianity. In Islam, a religion of peace, you must have your way of dressing. Dress like the Arabs, even in this hot sun. Sometimes I love the jalabi. I have many. Sometimes running with it becomes a problem.
Where are you running to?
Becomes a problem. Now Christianity, we must pray in a certain way, do things in a certain way. Religion is also one of our bane, our problems. It's also dividing us. Yes. So everything about us is important.
So how come they are not as we are? Like,
it is because that is their religion.
Maybe we have an inherent problem.
That is their religion.
It's not a religion necessarily. It's how we practice things.
We take everything, yes. Yes. And that is our problem. Now we see our traditional way of doing things as fetish. Fetish is evil. But let's look at today as compared to the days when our forefathers were worshiping the gods that we call idol worshiping and all that. It was difficult for someone to steal.
Yes, I was told.
You be struck down by the gods.
As quickly as
instant justice, judgment.
God has time. It takes time.
That is our problem. That is our problem.
You allow it.
That is our problem.
You repent. He doesn't want to rush.
Yeah, they say God is slow in doing things, but our gods, they are not slow. They are not patient. Yes.
No, they are short.
Have you seen a God before? Their spirit. How do you describe them as short? You see, it's a colonial master that told you that your gods are short. They are dark and all that. So, on the lighter note, I think Africa, we need to find a way. Yes, we can import the good things from outside.
Prof also mentioned something.
Yes.
If you look at other jurisdictions, you take, for instance, you take Singapore.
Yes.
You take Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
You take other Arabian countries.
Mm-hmm.
It appears the citizens, to some extent, are excited by what the leaders are
doing.
And they don't seem to be much more concerned
About
the period in which they're
yes.
So maybe the difference is what you do.
Yes.
Not necessarily how long you stay.
In Africa, we have this poverty mentality. And most of our leaders that come, they fear what will happen when they are off. So they want to die on the seat.
So that everything is.
They want to amass everything for themselves. So one person and a small group of people become so powerful that they fear the consequences when they hand over. For Ghana, I would always celebrate Jerry John Rawlings.
Because
people may not like what I'm saying, but he had the right.
And he had the tendency because of where he was from.
Yes, he came with the barrel of the gun.
A lot of his cohorts
are still there. Some also died on the seat, and their children are continuing. Jerry John Rawlings has children, but no matter how people will say they convinced him, they did that, at the end of the day,
other groups,
yes,
other parties who may have contributed.
Yes, everybody contributed. He decided that I'm buying into your idea. We are going, we are running. Make me your flag bearer. Whether he decided, I know it's the groupings. That is how come it's a Congress.
He proved to be someone who, of course, even though he came out of military.
Yes.
But he was very popular even within the Congress.
Yes.
If he contest election with everybody, he would beat him.
I met a lady that told me that if Rawlings had come 10 times, would have voted for him 10 times. There are people who also wish he disappeared. Do you understand? So you have all the differences. But at the end of the day, today Ghana, it's a beacon of democracy. We may say we are not okay where we are, but if we consistently do what we are doing, certainly we will get to where we want to. Now Togo, the youth are saying there's hardship. They don't find jobs and all that. And foreign Yasimbe has also tampered with the constitution. That is also going to make him stay. Yes, forever. His father died on the seat. He wants to go the same way.
Have you heard from Museveni? He said 7 terms with
Yes. There are presidents in Africa who cannot even walk.
Obiya is still around. He's the president.
When they go for meetings, they sleep. Flat, they sleep. Yet the people around them, the reason they will keep quiet is because they are also enjoying.
Of course.
When he leaves, many of them are candidates for jail.
A weak president is an advantage to his inner circle.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When that man is no more, they are all candidates for jail.
Absolutely.
So they rather guide you, boko, deche, into everything. You go and sleep. Sleep on the economy. We are okay. So Africa, we have a problem.
Let's come to Ghana.
Let's come to Ghana.